Welcome, guys, to Myndscapepodcast. My name is Anas with my wife and co-host Candy. I am Candy.
Yes.
Yeah, how you doing?
Good. How are you?
Pretty good. How was your weekend going?
It was good.
Yeah. Did you celebrate Mother's Day?
Oh, yes. Lovely.
How was your Mother's Day?
It was great. I woke up multiple times in the morning. The baby wanted milk,
hmm Yeah,
had coffee, and here we are.
that's awesome. Yeah. Well, yeah. Hopefully, all the mothers out there. What can you tell them why we don't celebrate maybe or
Mother's Day?
Mother's Day?
Yeah, you said that we don't celebrate Mother's Day because we only celebrate Father's Day.
Yeah, we celebrate only Father's Day in this house, so we'll see you guys on the Father's Day. Yeah, my bad. Yeah,
It's okay.
it's okay. You will celebrate with me though. Yeah. Yeah, Well, anyways, happy Mother's Day for the mothers out there that do celebrate Mother's Day.
Yeah.
And for in this house we celebrate only Father's Day.
Yeah.
We're just kidding. We don't celebrate Mother's Day because you want to tell them the real thing?
It's not because we only celebrate Father's Day.
Yeah, I guess.
I thought that was a reason.
There is no way around it, I guess, right now. So, yeah, no, we don't celebrate Mother's Day the third time because because of religious reasons. In Islam, we don't have a Mother's Day. We believe we should celebrate Mother's Day every day. It's an everyday thing.
Yeah.
You have to be good to them, respectful to them, be nice to them, help them, support them much as you can. Bring them flowers every day if possible. If that's what a lot of people trying to do these days, take pictures with them. Whatever you do in the Mother's Day, you can do that any day. You can
Yeah.
do it. So we don't have to uh kind of like
We
not-
just don't celebrate any holidays, birthdays, nothing.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. And Father's Days too. Yeah, but we will celebrate Father's Day this year. It's so funny. We'll see. We'll see how that goes. No, I'm just
Yeah.
kidding. We're not gonna celebrate Father's Day. Maybe. So, what's the topic of today?
Your Instagram,
My Instagram. What about your Facebook?
my Facebook.
Your Facebook market. She'll like to be in the Facebook
I
market.
only have Facebook because of Marketplace.
I know. Actually, the Facebook market it become pretty good over
Mhm.
time. There's a lot of stuff in there. Well, yeah. So we wanted to talk about a little bit about the social media. What's the positive things that social media brought to us, and some negative things that brought to us as well. Everything comes with good and bad, and we want to share some of the good and bad, and maybe how we can help ourselves that be so addictive to the social media, and we use it as a tools and stuff like that. So yeah. So what's okay? Let me ask you this question: what's your favorite social media? On all platforms we have. Here in America, like Instagram, Twitter, or X. Do you like using X or Twitter? I never use X. I call it Twitter. So, yeah, I think everybody call it Twitter too. So
Yeah, I think because it's a habit.
yeah,
To
it's
be
been like this
honest, none
forever.
of them are my favorite. I like I really just usually use a lot of YouTube. I like YouTube.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. If you had to ask me to, I like YouTube because I'm a more visual guy. I like to
Yeah.
learn things on by watching more than listening or anything like that. And I would say YouTube first. Second, it will be Twitter. but the Twitter, with the problem with the Twitter for me, I feel like you just did so many things going on. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody talking about, you know what I'm saying? So if you got in there, oh my gosh, just like it's so much. I feel like it's so much negative things. Well, I don't know. Probably maybe that's what I'm following. It's just like so much news all over the world, what's happening in India, in America. Like you see things that you won't be able to see in any other platforms, which is great, you know. So
That's depressing though.
yeah, but you see so much of real stuff what's going on actually in the world. I
Hmm.
just wanna I don't like to put so many negative things in my head, then
Hmm.
I'm feeling like down, like oh my god, like the world is collapsing basically. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I do go over there, just kind of like see, you know, if I'm looking for something, I want to see more what people are saying about it and stuff like that.
Hmm.
It's you know, but and Instagram, I think I like Instagram just because um it has everything you need, I guess, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I like cars, so I like to look to cars and stuff like that. There is a lot of fitness advice and stuff like that, business as well too. I like that,
Yeah.
you know. But yeah,
What I like
YouTube
about Instagram, to be honest, for entertainment purposes only, is
yeah.
I like reading the comments on Instagram.
Mm,
That's what I like to do. Just read comments.
mm,
It's funny.
yeah, but I would say YouTube first. I like YouTube, then Twitter and YouTube. I mean Instagram.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I wish Instagram would have stayed what it used to be, like just pictures only
Hmm.
and like hashtags and stuff like that.
I think yeah, I think sometimes just like 1 minute videos is like so much now. You know what I'm saying? It's like, dude, it's they drain your brain if you keep watching this
But
1 minute
yeah, I mean,
video.
it gets addicting, just scrolling just indefinitely. And I feel like now, the more that these platforms progress and you have like more things to do, like it's the more that people want to like, show their life, you know? And I feel like sometimes some people shouldn't be too transparent. Like, I feel like some people shouldn't really show what their day to day life looks like just because a lot of the times it can influence other people negatively, or it can make other people feel like depressed because they feel like that's what life should be when
Mm-hmm.
their life looks like completely different,
Mm-hmm.
because the fact is that a lot of the big influencers, like the really big ones and the really big celebrities, are out of touch with reality. You know,
Yeah.
they're out of touch with reality. So then you have someone else on the other side, like kind of like wanting to have that lifestyle. So I think that that's kind of sad, depressing, you know. But I also think that it's just like sometimes it's too much. Don't you think that some people just share way too much on
Oh yeah.
social media?
No, absolutely. It is. It's like, and you can even tell if it's real or no. This shit way too much. Like the way, yeah, the way how I sleep with my wife and stuff like that. You know
Yeah,
what I'm
like
saying?
my
It's,
routine in the morning, and then it's like a picture. It's like them waking up out of bed, going
yeah.
into the shower, like
Just
partially naked.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I mean?
It's like okay, like everybody they have their own style of waking up, and you know what I'm saying. Like
Yeah.
we don't need to learn that. Well, nobody want to. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So
I
some people
always
take it to the extreme side, which
Yeah,
is
but every time I see those videos, I always like picture them like how kind of silly is it? Cuz you got to wake up,
uh-huh.
then you got to get somewhat camera ready
Yeah,
so you don't look like how you normally
yeah,
look like in the morning,
yeah.
and you got to put your phone
It's all
there.
fake. It's
You got
all
to put your
fake.
phone there, and then you got to get up, and then you got to
Yeah.
like,
Well, and actually, they did the makeup in the background. They fixed the.
or at least like
It's
wash their face or
yeah,
something, you
and
know?
if you go looked at it inside, you know, like being actually there, they have really completely different the way how they actually, you know. I I don't know. It just yes, there is people have this like morning rituals. I woke up on this time. I do this first, this second, this third, this and that. You know what I'm saying? That's cool for you, you know. But there is millions of other people. They're not gonna be doing exactly the same things again and again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, you might drink water first. You might go and brush your teeth first. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
might, like things change, but you still do things what you want to do that morning. It's just not exactly like in order. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Well, my point is like I don't mind the videos where it says like, for example, if it's someone who lives a super healthy lifestyle and they're more stress free and they're trying to promote that
Yeah.
lifestyle, right? And I'm like, okay, cool. So what do you do differently than what I do?
Than
Of
everybody
course,
else.
yeah, I kind of want to know, but I don't want to see you waking up fake yawning out of bed. You know what I mean? Grabbing your camera and like
So
navigating through your
funny.
life. I don't want that.
Yeah.
I want you're already woken up, you're brushed up, you look presentable, and you're
Yeah.
showing me what you do.
What do
You
you
know what I
do?
mean?
Yeah. Yeah. And okay, so we kind of like really jumped into it right away. So I want to ask you first, what's the things maybe you like about the social media?
I like that you can connect with people. So I also dislike it, but I like that the world in a way has become much smaller,
Uh-huh.
that you can connect with other people and do other things. You know, you can see what's going on over there. They can see what's going on over here. And a lot of a lot now, like what I'm trying to say is nowadays it's very easy for you to figure out or find out what's going on across the world, any injustice,
Mm.
anything like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like for example, you know, I'm gonna use the conflict of what's going on in the Middle East right now between, you know, Palestine and, you know, the
Zionist?
Zionist. So let's just say if we were in an era where social media didn't exist,
Yeah.
we wouldn't really know about what's going on
We gonna
unless someone wrote us a letter or something,
we,
you know, a
w-
telegram,
no,
whatever you call.
we're gonna have only the media, which is media. It's been
No,
around for so long,
well, I'm
like the
saying,
news and
yeah, yeah, yeah.
the newspaper and stuff like that. But you don't know exactly, so some random
Yeah,
journalists
that's what I'm
who
saying. We wouldn't really know exactly
exactly,
what's going on, and it would be a little bit delayed. You
yeah,
know what I mean?
yeah,
It
yeah,
wouldn't be like as instant.
yeah,
You know, you don't see the videos of what's going on right now of like the civilians on both sides. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
yeah,
So that's kind of cool. Not I'm not saying it's cool that I know of the negative thing that's going on, but it's cool to have that access. You know what I
yeah.
mean? It's kind of nice to
Cool.
have that accessibility where you can figure out positive and unfortunately like negative things of what's going on around the world. You
Yeah,
know?
I agree.
Even like I like to see a lot of like travel videos and a lot of like
Hmm.
advertisements of where to travel to,
Yeah,
which is pretty cool.
yeah.
You know? I like that.
Yeah, for me, the things that I like about the social media, like you said, back in the day, we have to wait only for the newspaper, or maybe let's say even we had the TVs. There is only one different agenda being pushed. Depends what area you live and country
Yeah.
you live and stuff like that. Now these days, we can see things from the people inside the house, exactly what's going on. People talking about it. You see actual videos from the hub, like they say, right? So I like that. You know what I'm saying? So I don't have to for BBC to tell me what's going on.
Mm-hmm.
And another thing that I like about the social media, like you said, it brought people, the people far away. Like example, for me, I'm Moroccan. I have some friends still back home and stuff like that, family. So me be able to see their pictures, talking to them in FaceTime and stuff like that. That it's a great thing. You know what I'm saying? It,
Get your coffee.
oh yeah, and I
What are you
keep
gonna say?
forgetting about the coffee. Thank you for
That's
reminding me.
funny.
If you don't get the best
I said
coffee,
that because you always interrupt me to say that. So I'm like, I have to
yeah.
interrupt you today.
I know that's good. That's good. You actually did. I want you guys get your coffee, a tea, whatever you like to drink, and get this podcast chilling me
Mm-hmm.
back here. Um, so So yeah, so that's the things, like brought all my friends, family members, being able to see them, once a while, or just seeing their picture or videos and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
It makes you feel like you're not too far. You know what I'm saying? You're just kind of busy, and that's a great thing about it. That's the most thing that I really love about the social media. And obviously it brought a lot of opportunities for the companies and to start new businesses and stuff like that, as far as advertising your business, grow your business and stuff like that, or even starting a
Mm-hmm.
business. I would say social media create a lot of new jobs, you know what I'm saying? That's great. Also give a lot of opportunities to whole entire world to advertise their skills,
Mm-hmm.
their hobbies and stuff like that. So it's amazing, you know what I'm saying, how
Yeah.
much it did change the world for good and bad, when we're talking about the good side. So it changed the world for a lot of great things. I'm really appreciative for these things that social media brought. uh yeah, and the things that I really enjoyed as far content for me will be always beneficial information, so it can be like someone talking as far like health, how to get better, more disciplined, maybe, you know what I'm saying, a business advice, podcast, like a good conversation clips and stuff like that. I watch whole entire full podcast also in the different platforms. I like these things. I like cars. I like to see different build of other people's cars and stuff
Yeah.
like that. It really motivate me, and it just give me like a different perspective.
Yeah.
I like that, and enjoy cars
Yeah, like I said,
content.
it kind of makes the world smaller in a sense where you're able to
Yeah, yeah,
communicate with other people from different
yeah. And
aspects of
and,
the
and like you
world,
said,
walks of life.
the traveling things, you get to know places that you never would be able to think there is a place exists like that, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So now if you want to travel, you're like, oh, I see that place over there. Or if you are going over there, maybe what places you're gonna be targeting while you are there. So
Yeah.
it gives you kind of like a good plan to know, you become like a little bit more familiar
Yeah.
with the place, right? So that's the great things about the social media. We maybe miss few things, but overall, it's around there, right? Um, yeah, like I said, and especially like a businesses, like big business, or even some, it helped them crazy, take them from $1 million
Yeah.
to hundreds of millions of dollars, because how much
So,
they can
yeah,
attract people and stuff like that. What?
because you're like,
Yeah,
I'm like, you're
yeah.
rambling. So I'm like, let's just like. So, what would, okay, so I guess I think it's safe to say that a lot of people know the benefits and like, right, of or the positive things of social media.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think, or what would you say, because I know there are, but what would you say are the negative things of social media that has an impact on today's society that some people don't really know about or don't realize?
Yeah. Was so
I know there's a lot,
yeah.
but what are the ones that people don't realize
Yeah.
it's having a negative impact on society today?
Yeah, the thing that they don't realize, majority of the people, to be honest, is the social media become customized for you. They know exactly what you like, which the things you don't like, and everything what you are into, what you're not into. It's like a custom, the apps in your phone custom just for you, and everybody else the same thing. And because custom just for you, now they're making it like an advertising machine. They show you only the products you are gonna be interested in only the videos, clips you might be able to enjoy or like and watch, and keep you in the app for so long and much as they can, you know what I'm saying? Because the way how they make the money First of all, it will be advertising, and it's because it brings a lot of money. People advertising their products and stuff like that. But before the advertising, how much time you spend on the app? So it's still going on right now. So how much time you spend on the app and advertising? But I would say advertising will be number one because there's a lot of money, being spent on
Mm.
advertising. So advertising and how long you spend time on the app. So how can they keep you spend, a whole your free time or not even your free time, you know what I'm saying? So they have to customize it exactly for you and keep
Mm.
uh attacking your brain dopamine to keep you on the app much as they can, you know.
Mm.
So that's why you start for like 5 minutes, you were like, oh, I would just check my Instagram for 5 minutes, then you're like, oh, 30 minutes went by, 1 hour went by, and it's just like scrolling and scrolling and scrolling because literally they are feeding because they know exactly what you're liking, which is the things makes you satisfied and
Mm.
happy to say an app, and they keep just here. And that's why they drain you. A lot of people they don't know that, you know what I'm saying? It's like, oh, my algorithm, oh my, your algorithm, it's literally an AI, and AI you've been in existence for so long. An AI, it's an algorithm. Literally, that's what it is. So they keep giving you the same content and different flavors, and just keep you on the app,
Mhm.
on apps. I would say for all other
Okay.
platforms, they
What would
work
you
the
say
same.
is another thing that people don't notice that's having an impact on today's society?
Well, yeah. So when you spend a lot of time, when you spend a lot of time on the app like that, what it does for you is you become so addicted to the dopamine that comes from the social media, and now you have to visit it every day, like multiple times a day and stuff like that, you know what I'm saying? And that will take your free time from other things you might want to do in your life, you know what I'm saying? If you want to start a business, you're not going to have a time to do it. If you want to be in shape, go to the gym, probably you're not going to have time for that, you know what I'm saying? Or even maybe you are there still, you are distracted by these social media apps in the gym and stuff like that, so you never be able to focus, so it damaged your focus completely, and you're not going to be able to focus again like you used to before.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I would say the second thing would be the focus. Yeah.
Okay.
Do you
Interesting.
have any maybe ones,
Yeah, I think slowly but surely, like, people are waking up to these things. And I'm not saying that no one notices these things and only we do or I do.
No,
I'm just
absolutely.
saying that the majority of the population does not realize
Yeah.
this. I think that, and I've seen a lot of it with when October 7th happened. I seen a lot of it around that time, and I realized this, that social media has you very busy in your own life trying to live this life and put up this, like, almost like this show of, like, this is who I am, this is what I'm doing,
Mm,
this is my house, this is where I'm going to eat, I'm here. You notice people tag in when they're in a specific restaurant, you know what I mean? They try to put up like this show, this life for Instagram, for social media, Snapchat, whatever. And they're not really realizing what's going on around them. And what I mean with that is they don't realize everything that's going on with, like, the elections coming up,
yeah.
with, like, politics, what's going on in their county, in their town. They're not really using their time wisely to actually, like, give their say to their town, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, for example, if there's a city council meeting,
Hmm.
things like
Yeah,
that,
yeah, very
town
important to
meeting,
be
you
there.
know what I mean? They don't, because we're so busy with, like, our lives, we don't really put in the, what do you call, the time and the space and the attention for these things that matter in the future.
Yeah, yeah,
Social media is such a distraction that you're not paying attention to what's going on in your own city, and then what's going on in, like, the county, and then the state, and essentially the
yeah,
entire country,
yeah, yeah.
because I feel like we definitely are where we are um country wise, we're in the state because as a whole we haven't really contributed too much or even a little bit, you
To
know what
the
I mean,
country.
to
But
prevent this inflation, these wars, this president that we have
yeah, I agree.
now from, becoming what it is now. It was definitely preventable, but I feel like social media is such a distraction. You get what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
I lost my words a little
It's
bit.
like everybody busy with their own world, and they forgot about their communities and people not contributing to their communities. Like she said, you go to these councils, that you have in your city, that, you know what I'm saying, be involved and see exactly what's going on with some plannings and stuff like that. But a lot of us now, well, I mean, we're guilty of it also, that we wait until we see things on social media, then you leave a comment is not going to do anything, you know what I'm saying. Like, you have to go out there physically and stand up on the business, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah, and exactly, social media make us so lazy. Social media, it's not only like Instagram, Facebook, and all that, social media has to do with like Uber Eats, Uber, like all like this business of things, you know what I'm saying, because
Yeah.
people are addicted to Uber Eats, to be just like browsing on kind of food, what sells of today, blah blah
Yeah,
blah, you
yeah,
know what I'm
yeah.
saying, like all these things. So, and you go from one to another, so let's that
All these apps.
yeah, exactly. So you start from Uber Eats, you order something to eat, then you go to Instagram, you see what's going on, you go to the Facebook, then you have a show in Netflix. After Netflix, you got another show in Hulu, and you got again a Twitter, something go, you know what I'm saying, just you
Yeah.
jumping from one side
Or
to
not even
another.
that, I guess if you were like an introverted homebody, you go through that phase. But I feel like even in the sense of like I'm not donating to the charities and to the community around me because
Yeah.
I want to spend my money on Sheen, on Timu, on what's another one? I don't know, Wish, whatever. Like I want to get the latest fashion trends, the latest this because I want to look a certain way because I want to feel a certain way.
Yeah.
And it's sad because then at the end of the day, if you actually listen to like what a lot of like successful people, wealthy people say, it's like you have to start living like under your means. You know what I mean? In
Yeah.
order to escape this
Yeah, and on the
cycle.
social media, everybody living above their mean, or a majority of the people are faking their mean. If what I mean by that, so everybody pushing this persona that they have this best lifestyle, you know what I'm saying, and show
Mm-hmm.
only the things when things are going great for them, and now it creates this crazy huge jealousy between the people, right? And you see now other people, when they don't have the mean to live the same exactly lifestyle, they feel like they're left out, they get depressed. Why not me? Why everybody has a six pack except not me? Why everybody has this beautiful car except me? You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
And it
So
pushes them to do things that normally they would have never done without social media.
so
For example, like they see females with an outlandish body shape. Now
yeah,
they go through this process to get the same body shape.
yeah,
They see people with all this money.
uh-huh,
Um they do scamming,
yeah,
they do risky investments, they
yeah,
steal,
yeah,
you know what I mean?
yeah,
Or they go buy fake designer items to look a certain way.
mm-hmm,
Or they steal from designer stores like we see a
yeah,
lot of today
yeah,
to look a certain
yeah.
way. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, and that's so, if a lot of people now, because like this entrepreneur, uh a movement going on in the social media too. Everybody want to be entrepreneur, everybody want to own their own business and stuff like that. It is great.
I think that's a positive
Positive, it's a
and also a negative.
it's a great, but a lot of people, they're taking advantage from people. So let's say maybe you have a pretty good decent job or barely a good business, you making any money, you know what I'm saying, maybe you can afford to rent maybe like a nice car to shoot a video with it and to
Yeah.
put this persona. And a lot of people will like literally buy fake money to shoot videos with it too, you know what I'm saying, like all these stacks that I have, blah blah blah. And people can fall for it easily, um and get jealous and get you think like those people are making it. That's why I really like um Andy Frisella. When it comes to business, he said, and I go by that, to be honest. And I learned from a couple of mistakes that I made in my life. Also, believe in certain things. But he said this: do not believe any of these like influencers or like this quote unquote entrepreneur in social media. Majority of them, they don't have anything. If they have any barely anything. The majority of the money they make it on you buying their courses and stuff like that. It says if you cannot buy a product from them, go to their website or their store and buy actually product physically, things that can help you, or buy, you know what I'm saying. Do not believe what they are saying. And majority of the people, yes, they are like that, you know what I'm saying. They don't have physical products, they don't have physical company, they don't have, you know what I'm saying. Yeah, I'm a Bitcoin expert, you know what I'm saying. I'm a trading guy, you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I can build you a course. I'm a fitness coach, you know what I'm saying, like all
Yeah.
this like a trendy names, but they're not really actual, it's
Even
hard.
fitness coaches, it's like, for
It's
example, they teach what works for them and for their body, for their genetics, and they basically document their experience of losing 100 pounds, 200 pounds,
yeah,
whatever.
yeah,
You know what I mean? And they want to like basically document it and sell it for other people.
yeah.
And you may realize that doesn't work for you because it's
Yeah,
what
one
works for
diet,
them.
one workout, it does not gonna fit
Yeah.
everybody, you know what
Or
I'm saying.
like, you know what I see a lot of now, because we're going through the phase of introducing food to our
Uh-huh.
baby.
Uh-huh.
I see like a lot of moms or women, basically taking down their experience,
Uh-huh.
documenting their knowledge that they have, putting it all together and selling it.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah,
Which is actually pretty smart,
yeah.
I think, because all of this information that they're selling is public.
Uh-huh.
All they did was put it together,
Yeah, make it as a course.
make it look nice,
Nice,
and
yeah.
and sell it to you.
Yeah, sellable. Make
You
it
know what I
sellable
mean?
and sell
Because
it.
in a way, also social media has made us so lazy. It's like, oh, what do I do? Like, how do I feed my baby like food? And it's like, oh, well, let's look at this influencer that she looks successful and she's posting all the time. So let's buy her
Yeah.
course and I can learn everything. But in reality, I can actually use Google.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No.
And learn all these things. I can go to like a nutritionist, right? Or I see, for example, Kylie Jenner, and I'm like, wow, she has a great body, but it's like, I want that, but I'm kind of lazy, so let me go through surgery to get that body
Yeah.
type.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, no, absolutely. So this is it. Like, so there is a lot of fake personas that people push and actually make money on the people selling them these dreams, and that's why now every quote unquote entrepreneur has a course to sell. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's a free money basically. You know what I'm saying? You create a course once and you sell
Yeah.
it
Let
almost
me
forever.
let me ask you a question.
What?
How many courses have you purchased in your entire life?
We'll say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10. No, I think about four courses.
Four
maybe.
courses.
Maybe 4 courses. Yeah. I got one real estate and I got one Amazon FBA and
I've never bought a single course in my entire life.
Yeah. And I got like e-commerce. I think that's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I got another e-commerce one, but it was very cheap, like $50, whatever. I was just kind of like, I want to know exactly what they have because
Yeah.
they've been popping up everywhere, every time. Sometimes
me-
sometimes I'm just curious. But okay, hold on, one thing. So the what do you call it? The real estate one. Yes, there is a real information. There is things, but to be honest, this information you can actually find it in like in regular world, in internet, YouTube, and stuff like that. So the only what they did, what you said, they put it more organized, a little bit more in depth. You know what I'm saying? And I think what makes that place a little bit more expensive, or why that course maybe is worth to buy it, because maybe like the quote unquote the Zoom calls. You know what I'm saying? If you have questions, you kind of got stuck through the process or whatever, or with the client maybe and stuff like that, you can ask that question to them when the Zoom call. I think they do it about once a week or twice a week. So I would say that's what is good, maybe. You know what I'm saying? So you're not paying exactly. So the course
So you
itself,
got access to a community.
you get access
Okay.
to the community instead, actually the course.
Just a
Yeah.
PDF. download
Exactly.
it,
And
or a
some
video.
things maybe you need, because the one that I got exactly for a wholesaler stuff, you know what I'm saying? And the things the things sometimes you need, maybe, let's say, with the I forget even about the words. So you have to show a certificate for the money. I don't know exactly what it's called. You have to show money, how much money you have, like in the bank account, or someone is gonna sponsor you to buy this house, blah blah blah, like that. Sometimes you have to pay for it, like from your pocket, extra to get that. You know what I'm saying? So certain things sometimes you need, you can't get them from anywhere else. You have to resource them by yourself, or you have to pay more money to get that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's just like, it's like, basically you put me in this place, now you just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, you become an ATM for them as long you buy that course. You know what I'm saying? Because you're gonna be doing with them certain things. They're gonna invite you to this, like, a in person coaching, blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So it's all business strategy for them. You know what I'm saying? But yes, there is a beneficial stuff to learn, but I think you can learn that from outside. Yeah. But like you said, the main thing, I think, that worth the money, not even worth the money, but worth to buy the course, because the course actually is very expensive, is having those live Q&A sessions. You know? Exactly. I know that the FBA one, yes, it gives me exactly how to sell the products on Amazon and stuff like that, which is I started, you know,
Yeah.
to do that. You know, so just it's just gotta try a lot of different products. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
To
So
find the winning product.
let me tell you this.
Yeah.
Because I'm not interested in
In
the
my-
courses. That's
yeah.
why I didn't buy them.
Yeah.
So I always thought about it this way, and I could be wrong, but hey, I don't think I've missed out on anything
Yeah.
so far. If I want to buy a course from someone who is so successful at doing whatever they say they are doing, and they're selling a course, to me, and they always start with like, I want to help you. I want you to join. You know, you're leaving money behind.
Yeah.
You want to retire. You know what I mean? They make it sound, they make it
They
seem,
make you desperate.
No. They make it sound, they make it seem like they don't even care, like, about the money. They want to help you.
Yeah.
You know, I'm your friend. Well, it's like, you know what? If you're so successful and you have all this money and it's such a great thing and everyone should do it, why are you selling the course for so much money?
Yeah.
If it honestly,
Yeah.
why are you selling the course for so much money?
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Sell it for cheap.
So that means that whatever you're doing is obviously not enough income.
Yeah.
So here you have to go selling these things.
Yeah.
Right? Because in some way it may end up being a pyramid scheme.
Yeah.
You know what a pyramid scheme is?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Pyramid scheme.
So that's why I'm like, I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't think I need those courses. But anyways, that's a little bit off topic about we got too much into the courses. But back to the original question, right? Because we kind of rambled, derailed, spiraled.
But I just kind of want to close or one last thing that I want to mention about the course.
That you got fooled by the courses?
But I got fooled about the courses, for sure. So we're not anti-courses. There is great courses out there.
For sure.
And I think people should buy the courses still, but they should buy it from the right people. You know what I'm saying? Don't buy random courses. Like I said, Andy Frisella said, if you want to buy a course or join a community, join the community and buy courses from the people actually have a real business, because this is the people will teach you how to sell, how to buy, how to do a lot of things. They have a real product. You can buy from their store. They have a name in their store. You know what I'm saying? He owns a First Form and multiple companies. So, and he has actually a community, him and admire that do together, you know what I'm saying? And they do coaching, they do business stuff, and they do everything, you know what I'm saying? And I would love to join that community
Yeah.
one day. But but both of them, they have actual business, you know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? They sell product you can
And
buy.
like communities, like
And
First Form is a huge community.
yeah, they have outdoor products, and they have
Yeah.
all crazy stuff. They have gym, they have all this crazy stuff, right? They are very known company. But that's what I'm saying. So if you're going to buy or learn a skill or anything like that, buy it from the people are actually have those things. And yes, you will learn from them. Don't buy it from a random persons, because that's actually how they make money. They make money on selling courses,
Not
not
what they actually do.
not actually. They might making some money, but because numbers, showing you a screenshots and stuff like that, everything is fakeable these days, Yeah, so I just want to let the people know. Yeah, there is great courses. You can go and buy them. Just you gotta find the right people. Go ahead. My bad.
So we're just going back to the original question
Yeah.
of, what are some things that social media has brought along
Mhm.
that, negatively impacts our society.
Mm-hmm.
So that was one of them. And I don't even think we'll ever be able to get through like how many things social media has brought upon us that negatively impacts our society in this video, because it's a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But I think another one too, it's I think it's also brought, of course, depression in a way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like more depression.
Yeah.
In many ways, like depression because you don't have the money, you don't have the body, you don't have the cars,
Yeah.
you don't have the shoes, the house, But don't you also think, and people might come for me because I say this, but don't you also think that social media definitely has boosted this whole transgender, gender dysphoria, dysphoria?
Mm-hmm.
How do I say that word?
Transgender phobia.
Basically, the whole she, they,
Be, they, we,
him,
they,
it.
CBD.
Yeah, you get the point.
Uh-huh.
If you think about it, without social media, we wouldn't be in this whole movement of
No, absolutely. Social media influences the whole entire world.
sex change, and
Yeah.
hormones,
Yeah. Example, like like I mentioned a lot
gender
of times.
care.
Like I mentioned a lot of times, I'm from Morocco, so I have spoke with some people. They tell me, or we can see even the social media. Also, they don't have to tell me. You see, like example, Morocco are getting more influenced by this Western, ideologies. You know what I'm saying? From like the way how they wear, how they talk, the rap, the music,
Dubai.
you know what I'm saying? Dubai, everything is getting influenced because of the social media. We are getting influenced to a certain extent to the social media. But the only things when you're aware of it, I think. So, example, many times, yes, I admit many times I'll still, spend a lot of time on the social media than I'm supposed to. But the only thing when you're aware of it and you cut yourself, you're like, oh, like I'm basically
I'm
in the
caught.
cycle. Yeah, I caught. You get caught, right? Then I will drop the phone. Then I will move with my thing. But a lot of times with the people, they're not aware of these things. They keep just using it. They think it's normal. They think it's fun. Yeah, if I spend 2 hours on the social media, I spend more time. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's not healthy at all for your brain, for your everything. And it's been proven by science. The people that they have no social media at all, they have the flip phones, they are much more happier than the people with the
stress-free,
iPhone
yeah.
and Android phones. You know what I'm saying? With the
Yeah.
camera phones, basically, right? They are stress free. They are focused on in the day-to-day work, business, whatever. It doesn't mean you cannot be successful without social media. You can be successful. Anybody tell you that you will never be able to be successful without social media, I think that's the biggest lie. You know what I'm saying?
I think that's what they're trying to
promote.
Yeah. And it's also scary how a lot of people think if I don't become an influencer or something
Yeah.
in the future,
Yeah.
something regarding social media, like I won't be successful, I won't be famous.
It won't be famous.
You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And
Yeah.
it's scary because now that you see like AI taking over some of the jobs that
Yeah.
are some of the jobs that are no longer available,
Yeah.
it's scary to think that, because then it makes this generation, the youngest generation, like very
More
lazy
robotic.
and robotic. Yeah.
Seriously. No, you said it right, but that's why we have to. Well, again, we all do these things to us
Yeah.
because we use this. We are the people, right?
Supply and demand.
Supply and
And
demand.
we're not perfect. Trust
Yeah,
me.
yeah, yeah.
We're not
We
saying
we're
this
literally.
because we're not doing it and everyone else is. No, not at all. But these are things that we need to become aware of,
Yeah,
and just
yeah,
become better at it.
yeah. But we are helping or trying our best to prevent these things.
Improve our lives.
Yeah, exactly. But the thing is with the like supply demand we were saying, right? You ask. No, we're giving you a product. You like it, you enjoy it, you keep using it. Okay, let's do. Now everybody again. I'll sell you a course to learn how to use the AI. You know what I'm saying? And all those people are saying these things. Those the ones they will be harmed by the AI. Do you know that? Because majority of them they don't have real skill, they can do the blue collar jobs, you know what I'm saying, and the blue collar jobs the ones they're gonna be around for a long time, you know what I'm saying. So it's not everybody's gonna have thousands of dollars to have, let's say a welding machine in their home to do all the weldings, plumbing machine, painter machine, you know what I'm saying. So maybe they will be next 100 years or so, but not right now. You know what I'm saying? So the blue collar jobs are the last ones actually will be around. You know what I'm saying? But again, we are so afraid from all this movement of the AI, blah blah blah. But we keep using the product. That's the problem. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, you're scared, but you keep still investing, buying the courses to learn the AI. And you
Yeah.
still be using the apps of the AI, and everybody promote. I think I think AI it's a whole entire different topic. I don't want to like keep talking too much about it, but I will say this about the AI. AI it's a great tool, right? If you're gonna use it as a tool, but it is a big weapon,
You got to find a balance, I
you know
believe. So,
you know what
yeah.
I'm saying. So it's a great tool. Let's say you have a business or whatever, example like organizing certain things with the AI, replying to the emails like an automation way and stuff like that, doing some of easy tasks, and you don't have to waste your time, your valuable time, and
Yeah.
AI will do it for you. So by the time, so everything is organized, everything it's good,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, and save some time with you. I think it's a great thing, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's good.
But you could also hire somebody to do that, don't you think?
Yeah,
And that's a job for someone.
that can be a job for someone.
And the emails would be a little bit more personalized, and
Yeah.
that's what people like.
Yeah. No,
So, I mean, it's like you said,
it's debatable, I would say.
it's
Yeah, you
definitely
actually-
debatable.
yeah.
This could be for like another episode.
Yeah,
but,
I
like,
really want to use a
again-
bathroom. Can I go
Yeah.
just use a bathroom?
Sorry for spiraling, but so I asked you, what are some negative impacts?
Yeah.
So my other question is, what is like that one thing that social media has brought upon us that you hate, like you just absolutely hate, like it's your biggest pet peeve?
The most. To be honest, I would say the nakedness. Because from a man perspective, I think that's almost like a number one enemy. You know what I'm saying? When that enemy is kind of like very easy accessible to everywhere, everywhere. You look around.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I think if that thing being removed, or you not allowed to you know share only a certain way of pictures, like example, like when there is a crime and stuff like that, or blood and stuff, like you can,
Yeah.
you know what I'm saying, they will ban those pictures. So I think it should be at like a limit line, you know what I'm saying. But I think when it comes to the naked pictures, you can do anything, probably. Yeah. You can do anything, probably just not showing actual.
No, I think you can do anything.
Yeah.
I feel like at this point you can do and show anything as long as not showing.
Yeah, I think that's the most
I
hateful.
think it's gotten that bad.
Yeah, it got worse. You know what I'm saying? It starts very like it was a gradually thing.
I mean, did you see? And I only saw this because it popped up. But did you see? I don't think. Okay, do you know the female music artist, the one that sings the song "Moo"? Doja Cat, and she went bald. So you know how there was a Met Gala just recently where all the all the celebrities. So her outfit, not just at the Met Gala, like a couple of days before, has been like ridiculous. She's practically naked. She's basically naked.
Yeah, no, yeah, it's going it's going crazy. And again, I just want to clarify it a little bit. When I say enemy, it's not because I don't mean it like in a bad way, but just because how much men attracted to women. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's why it's a like enemy in a good way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But now seeing all these females, it doesn't make it good. You know, a good
it's
thing.
bad for the men too, but also you have to remember that it can also negatively impact women.
Oh yeah, it does.
You know what I'm saying?
It's dopamine for her.
No, not only that, but it negatively impacts women in the sense where curiosity may start growing inside a woman, seeing so many other naked women.
Yeah, no, that is again.
You know what I'm saying? Same thing with men seeing other men.
Yeah, that's completely again a different topic that we
know what I mean?
We can talk about, like how
nowadays it doesn't. I don't feel like, because it's gotten so graphic.
Yeah.
I don't think it only like affects men.
Yeah.
Because before, if you see a woman in like kind of like, what do you want to call, like a sexy outfit?
Yeah.
That's still like a little bit conservative, but like kind of sexy.
Yeah.
Then the men's mind would obviously start wandering, right?
Yeah.
But now it's like, in a woman, when they see a sexy outfit, they don't think about like, oh, my man is thinking about this, or oh, I wonder what's under her clothes. It's more like, oh, that's so cute. Oh, I want that, or like whatever, like she looks good, or
I want to buy that to my wife.
Whatever. Now the woman's thinking. Now the woman's naked on the other side. So now the woman has, you know what I mean? There's room for her to grow this curiosity. Yeah. Or it's another thing to add to what you said. I think it's very awkward now, especially. It seems like almost every other movie there has to be some sort of naked scene or making out scene or whatever. I grew up watching movies with my dad. Like I love watching horror movies and like mysterious and all these kind of movies.
Horror movies.
Now I feel like you can't really even watch a movie or a new movie with your family because there's some sort of awkward,
scene.
Inappropriate scene, especially going over to like your parents' house. I love watching movies sometimes and introducing them to new movies. We can't watch movies. We cannot watch Western movies with your family.
Watch the movies, only the one that we watch and we know there is nothing.
Yeah,
like
we
that.
have to like watch it beforehand. So then when you go watch it with them, it's like, oh, you already seen everything.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's very awkward and it sucks. I hate that.
Yeah. No, absolutely. So what something that you hate the most beside what I said? Can you come up with anything?
Something that I hate the most? I would. There's a lot. So, to be honest, I'm not sure if this isn't really super social media based, but what I want to say is I hate how like now wherever you go, and this is really the only thing I can think of. Right now, wherever you go, it's like you have to scan a QR code or use your phone to check in or to do whatever you want. Or you have to have a certain app.
Yeah.
in order for like to get things done.
Yeah, it was like, what
So-
about if I have the flip flop?
So for
flip-flop
example,
phone?
like when I was pregnant and I would go see my OB,
Mhm.
I always had to go on this like specific website on this platform to sign in, just to check in,
Yeah,
to get to my appointment.
Mhm.
And I would not be allowed in, and I couldn't go through without me checking in the app.
Yeah.
And by checking in, I have to sign like forms. I have to like do all these things where I have to put in my address, my phone number, my name, if I have any allergies, sickness, whatever, any request. But like, I hate how you have to sign like a terms and condition on a phone. So it's like, where's my copy?
Yeah.
Like, how do you expect me to read like 10 pages of
Pages.
terms and conditions and like agree to everything within like a minute?
No, that what they make it too long, literally too long on purpose. So that's why no one have time to do it, and it's annoying.
Yes.
And that's why they add different regulation to benefit them. You know what I'm saying? So if you come to a lawsuit, whatever, there is no way to win
Like, here,
against
you
them.
signed it.
You because you just go, and even that's with the phones we have, bunch of stuff. They literally they did that on purpose, like a millions of pages. What about the main important things that you sign? At least highlight them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So you know what I'm saying? So like, okay, we don't want to know everything, but the main important things that will protect you and protect me, I want you to highlight them in red so I can see them. You know what I'm saying? But they don't do that. So that's a whole another different topic.
Yeah. But the whole QR code to scan a menu.
Yeah. No,
It's-
I hate that in restaurants. Look, if I'm going to eat, I'm like, okay, maybe I want to, you know what I'm saying? We're already like addicted to the phones, right? We're already like struggling. We will be talking about. So if I'm going to the restaurant and I'm like, we'll take a little break here, we have a nice conversation.
Unwind.
Yeah. Then they're like, barcodes. You know what I'm saying? So you
Order
do the
on your phone.
and order
Pay on your
yeah,
phone.
look to the menu in your phone, and you stay in your phone, and the conversation went to the window. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's ridiculous. I think when it comes to the restaurants, I think they have to bring that menu back, paper, whatever it may be, in your hand, because people are skipping. They want to have a conversation. Now you're just bringing that phone in the middle. You just interrupting everything. You know what I'm saying? The text message is gonna come, email, whatever. You get sidetracked.
That happens to me all the time.
Yeah.
I go to like unlock my phone so I can scan the QR code, and I end up doing something else.
No, yeah, it happens all the time. That's the annoying thing.
Yeah. Let me add another thing that I hate that just came to mind. What I hate is dating apps. And let me tell you why. Because I know, and I see a lot of people personally who are like single,
Yeah.
and it's like they're wanting to meet someone and like, have kids and a family and settle down, but they're on these dating apps. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or they meet someone in person and then they end up finding out that other person's on a dating app.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
it ruins a lot of relationships nowadays. It ruins society, right? Because now everyone's focused about like who to meet on these dating apps, and they're not focused on like starting a family, having kids, growing the population. You know what I mean? It has that effect on society.
No, absolutely. I'm not a fan of dating apps. I've never been in one, and I don't never had an account with one. But I think the regular social media, they are dating apps in a way too.
Yeah.
So, but I think there's plenty dating app to have specifically.
I'm gonna actually show my dad this episode.
Yeah.
So to put my dad on blast, he has like Facebook has now Facebook dating. There's a dating app integrated in Facebook.
Why I didn't know
So
that.
anybody who has a Facebook account can
might need to know that.
essentially just join
Yeah,
Facebook dating.
disabled.
Okay, for the people who say, "Oh, but there's a age restriction,"
Mm-hmm.
you can just simply change your age. So now like that's a thing. Like how is that going to impact like maybe a 14-year-old or a 15-year-old that has a dating app
They have to
or that
do
has a Facebook?
ID scans.
They can
and
now
stuff
go
like that.
into like a dating app. That's crazy, right? But like for example, my dad met someone not in the country.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
In a dating app,
And they're dating when he could have simply found a nice woman out here.
which is I told them.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of bringing a woman across the country.
And I'm not
but
against it either.
I'm not against it, but I'm just not a fan. I think
Yeah.
it's just too much work, too much hustle. It's just, you know what I'm saying? If I want to get married or I
Yeah.
want to get to know somebody, I want to do it like this, not
Yeah.
being. But everybody that have their own thing. I want to close this off because it's getting a little bit too long. I want to close with the TikTok. TikTok. What we think about TikTok, how crazy it is. It is the worst app we can be using, especially here in America and other
Yeah.
countries, because it is a weapon being target the Western countries by Chinese, and we all know this, but there is everybody using it. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? I would say this happily and gladly that we don't have the app in our phone, because we learned that they take information from you, and not even information from your app, information from your whole entire phone. It's just so bad of the app that it shouldn't be allowed to use use it at all. You know what I'm saying? That's
Yeah.
why there is a lot of talk that America want to ban it, and stuff like that. It's been going on for a couple of years right now. I don't know if it's gonna happen or no, but hopefully it will happen.
It's
And-
going through. It's like certain states are.
Yeah, so it's like, okay, this app is such a bad app, and why we still using it?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like,
It's addicting because of the content. I'll tell
Because-
you what.
yeah.
I love TikTok because there's like so many things you can learn. You can see it's entertaining. But because
Very
I know
entertaining.
I love and I think TikTok is highly entertaining, I don't have it because I would waste my life away on the
Yeah.
app. And the fact that you just said they trace it down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's definitely
they
impacting.
trace your whole phone down because of
it's
that.
definitely impacting society because, kind of like you said, I didn't know this was a thing, but you said the TikTok brain.
The TikTok brain, yeah, because
That's crazy.
because the TikTok brain, you can do anything besides scroll. So you become a TikTok brain. You know what I'm saying? So you lose patience. You know what I'm saying? Because you get that satisfaction very quickly, that dopamine very quickly, just with a little finger. You're like playing something, and now you lose patience. You lose so many different aspects of real life because of the TikTok. That's why there is a TikTok brain. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not really a normal person anymore. You know what I'm saying? Or normal brain. And the TikTok, yes, I did use it for a little bit certain of time. I just want to, people might see my face over there. A couple of years, like 2 or 3 years ago, and I used it, and it was not under like my real name account or anything like that. It was under a side hustle that I had. You know what I'm saying? So I was posting some pictures of working out. So I was basically like to bring more crowd to my store. You know what I'm saying? And as long as I stopped doing that, and I deleted the app, you know what I'm saying? So I have an account. I can't even remember no login or anything like that, but I don't have no app or anything like that. And even I know it will help us crazy with the podcast we're doing right now. You know what I'm saying? To bring more views and stuff like that.
We've actually talked about making an account, right? But I don't think the reason why, I don't know if you agree with me, but the reason why we've never done it is because we don't have, or we haven't had a chance to clean out one of the devices we have. It would have to be what I'm trying to say is TikTok would have to be put on a device that doesn't have any personal information, and we don't use it for personal reasons.
Yeah. We were talking about to do that. I was like, yeah, maybe we'll give it a shot, do it how she just explained. We have an iPad that we don't use for personal stuff. I was like, maybe we can do that, and we can just skip it just
Or we
for
do
TikTok.
well, no, it does have my personal information. That's why we haven't done it.
Yeah, we can reset it, but whatever. But the thing is, I'm like, you know what? I mean, we can survive without it. Come on, look. The people on YouTube are good people. And people on Rumble. Thank you guys for the new followers we got on Rumble. Make sure like and subscribe here in Rumble. We're out in Rumble as well. So Yeah, so please, the TikToks, everything, if you're not using it for positive things, I don't know, I would say the only positive thing for me will be is a business, because everything else as far as content, you can find it anywhere else. If you're not using it for real business, I think the app need to be deleted from your phone. No need for it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Any other content you will find in other apps, a little bit less addictive, you know what I'm saying? And at least they don't trace you as much as the TikTok. TikTok is been they target us for literally, it's called a cold war, you know. Back in the day, or not back in the day, even right now, there is like the wars that we know. You target a country or certain people, and you bomb them. Like right now the sign is with Palestine, you know what I'm saying, from the top to the bottom, right? You send the missiles and stuff like that. But cold war is like you influence the people from inside of your country, you know, then you destroy them from outside, you know what I'm saying?
Throwback to that one
inside
episode we have
to
about
outside.
Leave the World Behind, about how do you,
Yeah,
you know,
yeah, exactly.
topple
So
a government,
TikTok,
dismantle it.
yeah, TikTok came from through China just to destroy and you see again TikTok, I'm not
weaken the society, the country from within.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Well, again, I'm not literally an expert of the TikToks, because even when I had the TikTok I was using for business, I would literally post and leave. Like, I don't literally stay on it, because I have this mindset. I'm like, dude, I'm already having so many apps. I have Facebook, I have this, I have that. Why would they just add more problems to my life? You know what I'm saying?
We got Facebook, Snapchat,
It's like
TikTok.
it's like you're addicted to drugs,
Instagram,
like, you know, heroin, this and that. So
Rumble,
like, oh, you know
YouTube.
what? Oh, maybe some new drug would be good for me. All, you know what I'm saying? It's like you have so many vices,
And
in
it
your
makes
life.
sense why, you know, people are so much on their phone, because think about it. Like I just said, you have Facebook, Snapchat, Instagram,
yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah. No,
That's
to be
4
honest.
already.
Yeah, to be honest. Well, Facebook, I'm not really
So
a
you
big
go from
Facebook
one
guy.
app to another app to
Yeah,
another app to
yeah,
another app.
yeah. So I'm not really a Facebook guy. So thank God. Now I don't know. I'd like to say that I use my apps most of the time, because I'm searching for something,
More
or
responsibly.
or I'm uploading my content and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not consumer by any means just all the time. I am putting my stuff out there. I'm kind of analyzing certain things and stuff like that. But yeah, well, hopefully you guys got to enjoy this podcast. We just want to share some of the good and bads. Anything comes in life, good and bad. We have to, you know, wave down the bad stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
That be addictive and be healthy in your brain and in your actual physical health.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, anything else you wanna add on before
I think
we
there's like so much more we can talk about. So if you guys actually like this topic, just give us some likes, and then we'll do like a part 2.
we'll do a part 2. We can talk about AI a lot.
But if we don't get
different
any
things,
likes, we're
yeah.
not going to do a part 2.
Yeah. All right, guys. Well, this is it from me and my wife, and hopefully you guys have a beautiful week. I know, guys.
A beautiful Mother's Day.
Yeah. And I will see you guys on the Father's Day soon. All right, guys. Take care.